Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have both Aaron and his lovely wife, Carla.
Yes.
And this is being filmed right now.
Let's go.
We're doing a little podcast here.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Kansas City. What do you think, huh?
Oh, it's fantastic, man.
Great. We had a great event where
We did.
people showed up, and Kevin did a good job of helping us motivate people to come. And so we're so excited for you guys to be here. And I'll get Kevin to edit this,
Okay.
and we'll be live soon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Anything you'd like to say to us about dominating the shift that
Yes.
you shared this morning?
Yeah, so I think what's really important is that, like we talked about, environments change.
Yeah.
And specific environments require specific strategies.
Uh-huh.
So if agents are utilizing the same strategy that they utilized prior to the marketplace shifting, which it has, we look at the numbers, and in this geographic area, sales are down 20% and inventory is down 20%.
Yeah.
So if you're utilizing the same tactics you were using in a different environment where the cost of money was only 3%
Mm-hmm.
and trying to use that in this environment, it's not really a recipe for success. It's not really a recipe for, dominating. So the main issue in your guys' area, in speaking to you, as you're one of the top agents here, just like across the country, is inventory.
Yeah.
It's a lack of inventory. It's a lack of homes to sell. It's not buyers to work with,
Sure.
but inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So then the question is, all right, well, what do I need to be doing intentionally and purposely to deal with that?
Yeah.
And a lot of agents have been kind of brainwashed to think that the only place to find inventory is expired, canceled for sale by owners, and just listed, just sold.
Yeah. That's
And those are traditional places to find inventory.
That's right.
What's also true, though, is there's a lot of other places. And if people are if 90% of homeowners have a mortgage that's less than 6%,
Mm-hmm.
the only ones that are going to sell have to.
Yeah.
So if I stick to those traditional methods, I'm just going to have to ramp up contacts and talk to a ton of people to find the people that need to do something.
That's true.
Or I can swim in in pools of different streams
Yeah.
and in pools of kind of data
Uh-huh.
with people that have a higher degree of probability of having a life event to where they have to sell. Things like death, divorce, job relocation, which you guys do a great job at.
Yeah.
Moving to assisted living facilities, Liz pendants, people that are behind 90 days, people that have liens against their property, people that have code violations, and all that information is public.
Yeah.
So it's just altering strategy to be able to actually deal with what's happening in the market.
I noticed that you've done a lot of work in the probate area.
Yeah.
How has the market change affected those situations?
So the beautiful thing is, Bill, is it hasn't affected it at all.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, because it always happens no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
It's part of life, death, and
But
tax.
that's a major skill to develop, to be able to, for me, emotionally pass the event that's happening. I mean, the family is breaking up.
Yeah. So I think it definitely requires finesse. It requires emotional intelligence and intellectual intelligence. So intellectual intelligence is understanding the legal aspect of things. That's one of the ways you can add value.
Yeah.
But from an emotional perspective, it's just being respectful and acknowledging what's going on.
It's sort of like,
Yeah, so I'll say something like, hey, Bill, my name is Aaron. I'm a local real estate agent, and I'm reaching out to you because my head researcher pointed out to me that very shortly, if not already, you'll be appointed the personal representative in the White estate. And I realize I do sincerely, Bill, that I may be a little premature in some way. I was calling you very respectfully, of course, with regards to the home off 1265 Plum Street, simply just to find out if ultimately, at some point, the goal and objective of yourself and your family, looks like your siblings, Susie and Tom, was to get that property on the market and to get it sold, and then be quiet. So I'm doing it in a professional, polite way.
Yeah.
Now, will you get 1 out of 100 that get mad and call you an ambulance chaser? Maybe. What I'm also aware of is, my intention, if my intention is correct, which is to add value and to, help them in some way, you'll be perfectly fine.
Providing a great service that's really needed in a very tough time for people at that particular, going through that situation.
Oh.
Your skills will allow them to make the best of the situation.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
good.
So like we talked about today, Charles Darwin said, it's not the fastest, it's not the strongest, it's not the quickest.
Yeah.
It's the ones that are most adaptive to change.
Yeah. Wow.
So adapting to changes in the marketplace by creating new lead sources that are market resistant.
Yeah.
Because that is market resistant.
Yeah.
Divorce is market resistant. People falling behind in payments is market resistant, right? So all those different sources, it just requires me to take the time and figure them out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. One other thing wanted to ask you was, seeing what's happening with the different shifts in companies. Now we're both in EXP, and
We are.
we just had a great event upstairs, and a bunch of people came to the house, and I've started to see people engage and are really not so quickly to say, I don't know, I don't need to listen to this. This may be something I need to really look at.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that is?
Yeah, so I think that's happening for multiple reasons. One is that the traditional kind of models are not really providing value that's commensurate to the amount of money that agents are paying them.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Oh, okay.
The second thing is the reason why that's coming to the surface is the marketplace has changed.
Yeah.
So when everybody's making like money, more money than they probably should, then they don't pay attention to those things.
Yeah.
But as that pulls back 20, 30%, that becomes something that they pay attention to. Like, hey, where's my money going? Like, why am I paying these people this? Like that sort of thing. And what I'm aware of is I think enough people have done EXP, meaning made that transition. Because people's natural disposition is their tolerance for risk is usually very low.
Yeah.
And enough people have done it that have been top producers like yourself and Rhonda, like me and like others that we're partnered with that are top producing agents, that it feels safe and acceptable. Yeah. And once people see it, they can't unsee it.
Right.
Because that's logical and it makes sense. It's very true. Yeah. Because I know we were talking here. I mean, you were presented that 10, 12 times. Yeah. But it just wasn't presented to you in a way that was logical, practical, and made sense. Yeah. And once it was, you had the right relationship. Yeah. And then that caused you to make that transition. Right. So I think as time progresses in the future, 50% of all agents will be with cloud-based brokerages.
Wow. Oh,
period.
That's strong.
And we have a tremendous head start. Yeah. We have 90,000 real estate agents. So we're a proven model. In all in marketplaces, right? We have $140+ million on the balance sheet. We are profitable in this market, one of the only brokerages that are actually profitable. We're an S&P 600 company. It's traded on the stock exchange. You were telling me in the car, you're like,
I got some stock, you guys.
I got all this money in stock. This is crazy. And I was like, are you doing anything different? You're like, nope. Same thing I was doing before. Yeah. So what I would share with people who are watching is the most expensive thing you can own is a closed mind.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so true.
And that's totally true. And mine was closed for a while on the opportunity because I used to own part of an office before I participated. The second thing that's true is that it's not really our eyes that see things. What really sees is our mind. It uses our eyes as a mechanism to see. So if my mind is blind to the possibility, my eyes will be blind to the opportunity. So meaning something can be exactly in front of me, right in front of my face, just like you're in front of me right now, and I won't see it. So I would encourage people just to, come to an event that you guys are doing, watch a video, hop on a call to really study it. Because I never actually studied it. Yeah. But I promise you, if you are smart, hardworking, and ambitious, once you study this, once you see it, you will not be able to unsee it.
Yeah, well, I agree. And it took the right person to share that information because, with that confidence that you have with you and Jose, you kind of feel like, hey, this is the right situation to be.
Yeah. And it's relationships plus value over time. Yeah. So I think a lot of people forget that value piece. Yeah. They're just like, oh, we're cool. Yeah. We should do this. Yeah. No, it's about value.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? So I would study it. I would look at it. Get proximity to Bill and Rhonda because they're awesome.
Thank you, sir.
And, let's go.
Let's do another one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Appreciate your part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah.